Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new Animal Crossing news video. We're back once again with a bunch of news and headlines surrounding Animal Crossing and Nintendo that have surfaced over the last few days, including content updates, some unusual Animal Crossing promotions I think we should discuss, upcoming direct details too, and of course an incredible milestone Animal Crossing New Horizons just reached. So if you're a fan of Animal Crossing and find value in these videos, be sure to leave a like. It's a great way to support the channel, and without further ado, let's jump straight in. So before we get into some super interesting news for Animal Crossing, let's discuss the elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about Animal Crossing having 2 elephant villages inspired by tea. What's that about? I am of course talking about the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, as well as some more rumours that are sparking debate across social media right now. As I'm sure you know, Nintendo confirmed the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is currently scheduled for April 2nd, which is now just over 1 week away, which is super exciting. In 9 days time, Nintendo will finally stream a dedicated Nintendo Direct, revealing everything we need to know about the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 and probably a release date. Unfortunately, we don't know what specifically will be included, of course, but we can take a good guess and assume all hardware specs will be highlighted, and new features such as the mouse-like Joy-Con will probably be shown off, and much more. Naturally, this is leading to many hoping new games will also be shown off during the presentation too. Will we see Animal Crossing at all? Maybe an enhanced New Horizons, maybe a clip of a new spin-off. Honestly, it's probably unlikely at this stage, but I wouldn't rule it out. Also, several people across social media right now are also suggesting we might even see another Nintendo Direct focused on the Switch 1 before the Switch 2 Direct. I'm not sure how likely that is, but big news is certainly just around the corner. Moving on to actual Animal Crossing news now, and a few days ago on March 20th, it was of course the 5th anniversary of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing New Horizons released 5 years ago now, back on March 20th, 2020. It is simply crazy to think this game is now 5 years old and entering its 6th year. Literally, we're about to take part in the 6th Bunny Day event in New Horizons. Tell me that's not super weird. Anyway, New Horizons received updates for around 20 months, so just over a year and a half, and added content that was designed to keep us playing for many years. I recently uploaded a video discussing every single update New Horizons ever received, so if you want some nostalgia, definitely check out that video after this one. I'll link it at the end. Anyway, Nintendo did of course take this opportunity to acknowledge this huge milestone and posted some brand new artwork in the super cute art style we've come to know and love when it comes to Animal Crossing, and just like many we've seen over the last few years. Now, in case you missed it, this piece of art is kinda extra special because it's actually the box art, but 5 years later, given the player has of course upgraded from a tent to a house and done some landscaping and stuff like that, but the starter villages remain, which is a super cute detail. You could argue this is Nintendo kind of hinting the end of an era, suggesting the island is finished. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. Anyway, 5 years is crazy, and since then, New Horizons has broken a bunch of sales records, and if nothing else, has shown Nintendo there's a huge market for the franchise, which hopefully means a new game is not too far away, especially as we're about to enter a new generation of Switch. Now, moving on, it seems Nintendo are in full-on promotion mode for the Animal Crossing franchise as a whole right now, and as we've discussed in a previous video, we've seen various marketing material pop up over the last few months promoting Animal Crossing, and this last week or so is no different. There has been a big push over the last week or so with social media posts promoting Animal Crossing New Horizons merchandise and the pop-up shop, as well as outlets such as the App Store promoting Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete. So whilst it's not unusual to see so much promotion for video games, it does make you wonder about the timing and why there is such an effort to keep Animal Crossing in the forefront of our minds. Especially seems Animal Crossing New Horizons is a 5-year-old game now, and Pocket Camp has essentially been around for 8 years or so. So what does this mean? Well, it's impossible to know. Maybe Nintendo are just pushing their top games more these days, or maybe they're simply reminding us they haven't forgotten about Animal Crossing, and they're just keeping it fresh in our minds as we move into a new generation. Me personally, I'm hoping this is a good sign that Nintendo has big plans for the Animal Crossing franchise moving forward, and they don't want to lose that audience, so they're drip feeding Animal Crossing into timelines so we don't forget about it. Moving on, several news outlets such as Nintendo Life recently shared new patents surrounding the Nintendo Switch 2, with one of them suggesting proximity voice chat may be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Well, I guess we'll find out in a week or so. So if this does turn out to be true, this is pretty exciting for the likes of Animal Crossing New Horizons or any future Animal Crossing games on the platform, because the current method of voice chat offered for Nintendo Switch users is pretty tedious to set up and isn't really integrated into the games. It's more of an outside service, if that makes sense. So again, if true, this could revolutionize games like Animal Crossing in the future, because you can just imagine how fun it would be running around an Animal Crossing island in multiplayer and chatting with friends in real time with the added benefit of proximity settings. It would make playing Animal Crossing multiplayer that much more immersive. Of course, we don't know if this is true, and if it is, whether it will even apply to Switch 1 games, for example, but it's exciting all the same and gets me super hyped for both the Nintendo Switch 2 and the future of what Animal Crossing may be if we ever see a new game. Simply being able to speak through the next Animal Crossing game, or even New Horizons if it was patched in for the Switch 2, would be super convenient and very reminiscent of previous Animal Crossing titles, so I guess watch this space as we approach the full reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2 and its features in a week's time. Moving on to some upcoming content now, and the final event of the month in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete is well and truly underway. The Porcelain Scavenger Hunt event in Pocket Camp Complete started on the New Horizons anniversary, strangely enough, and of course offers a bunch of porcelain style items as prizes for taking part in the event. As always, you have to hunt down Gyrodite to unlock event items as you go, and this event runs up to the end of the month, ending on March 31st, so there's still time to join in if you want to. However, what's slightly more exciting is that from April, a fresh update is expected to release for Animal Crossing Complete, adding all new content to the game, including new events along with brand new items, and of course a new fortune cookie again with more brand new items. And as I was editing this video, it seems the in-game diary has already updated, showing the new events will be Katie's Nemophila Garden event, CJ's Fresh Laundry Fishing Tourney, and the Glasses Shop Scavenger Hunt event. So with all of this new content heading our way, April is set to be a big month for Animal Crossing Complete, with much of the content released for the very first time. I'm guessing that as the scavenger hunt comes to an end, Nintendo will of course publish an updated preview like they always do, showing off some of the new content in more detail. Hopefully we'll be able to cover that in more detail in the next news video. So there we have it, a big milestone for Animal Crossing New Horizons, fresh content coming to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete any day now, and upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 Direct with a bunch of suspiciously timed Animal Crossing promotion in between. Personally, I think Nintendo are setting up something pretty big for the Animal Crossing world, whether that's a launch title or some kind of spin-off later in the year. It's just difficult to predict. But one thing for sure is Nintendo knows just how popular the franchise is right now, and that can only be a good thing. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to post Switch in the comments just to let me know you did, and be sure to include when you think we'll hear something new about Animal Crossing. Maybe in the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in April, or maybe over the summer later this year once the console has released. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much to the Patreon and channel members for supporting this content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.